Welcome everybody to a video by the Gift Team. I'm Simar Bedi and on the other end is Cal Chan. And in this video, we'll be talking about trading basics, basically giving a quick introduction on trading basics, what this page is meant for, what to look for in this page, and how to navigate through it. So with trading basics, we feel like that's a pretty good start for the average investor or trader to look at. They got to know how to understand it, what it is, different trading strategies associated with it, really understanding why people choose to trade for a career or even to supplement their income. So to get started, let's talk about what is trading. And in the most basic and simplest terms, trading uh, involves the buying and selling of financial instruments, whether it's foreign exchange, stocks, cryptocurrencies, commodities, etc., with the goal to generate a profitable return. And with that, there are different time frames associated with trading too. It could be high frequency trading or longer term in nature. So with high frequency, that includes scalping or really quick movements intraday, and that's basically meant for day trading and scalp trading. And then when you go to higher time frames, you go swing tradings where positions can last for days to weeks to months, depending on how you trade it. If you want that move that happens over a certain time period. And then we get into investing as well, which is a very long term and which is what most investors do. And that's what we talk about in investing basics. They hold for a really long time, could be a half a year to a year plus, depending on the time horizon for that specific trade. So with trading with comes the goals of traders and what traders look for. And what they're looking for is to generate profits by buying low and selling high for the buy side, and then selling high and buying low for short selling. We do explain these and different strategies associated with both buying and short selling every day on our live streams. We'll go more in depth in that for, within our trading strategies as well. Um, People look to trading not only as a career opportunity, but to like supplement their current income as well. People do this part time to supplement their current income, to help their financial situation, to bring extra income to their families or even to themselves, and to really start to improve their lives and lifestyles. It's really a journey to learn about themselves. And with trading, we talked about this in investing basics as well. There's always risk and reward. The risk and return, we do talk about that in trading basics too. We try to give like a more in depth what the risk is, what the return is, how to gauge it, how to weigh your options in that. Um, there's always a probability of a win and loss in trading. The most important aspect is how to trade, how to analyze, and how to have these probabilities on your side, which includes having a strategy, proper trading plan, proper analysis, execution, risk management, securing your profits, and a proper mindset, which we discuss in behavioral finance. And all of this is discussed in our blogs anytime a topic comes up to us in the live stream or if we think about it on a daily basis. And to go more in depth on trading strategies, Kyle will go into that.
Thanks, Simmer. So, about trading strategies, now I just want to state for the record here that trading strategies, there is no record of 100% trading strategy. The only time you hear about that is probably because it's a Ponzi scam. So, we're talking about the best investors too, like Warren Buffett, great investor. He's one of the biggest all time billionaires in the world, still has bad investments, right? And that happens. Now, the main thing that you mitigate with that is, of course, proper risk management, which he himself is the best at. And of course, with his kind of to the point of what Simmer said about building those habits and having the plan, is that Warren Buffett is known to be very frugal. For such a wealthy person, very frugal. Still lives in the house that he bought in the 1970s, drives his 1980s car or something like that. So just imagine that this is like a way to improve your lifestyle, but it's also a way to understand and learn about yourself as a full journey. Now, why do I bring that up is because to determine your specific, I guess, trading strategy, one thing you need to know is you need to know about yourself. Now, I'm going to use an example of our good friend Yuri. His trading strategy is high risk, high reward, and he likes to take the opposite of trades. So let's just say, for example, if a market moved 100, 200 pips, so the Forex market moves, he would take the opposite trade because typically speaking, markets, because there's so many counterparties involved, it doesn't go and drop like 10-20%. It usually has a type of retracement. So that's his strategy and it works for him. I also tried that strategy as well. Did not work as great for me because my risk tolerance was definitely a lot lower than his. So that's like the difference. He can make money on the trading strategy. I couldn't. And I was following his rules. So that's why I want to say that I think that when you're trying to find a trading strategy, you need to learn about yourself. And in order to know about your risks that we did touch about on investing basics, you can understand which strategies that you can implement for at least a sizable reward in your kind of in your trading plan here. Now, what kind of trading strategies we have on the stream is Simmer mentioned earlier. We want to be in and out of the market as quickly as possible. So you would categorize us as more of scalpers. Now, the reason why we find that scalping for us works the best is that regardless of any, not even investments, but like when you plan out life and stuff, the longer time you plan out something, the more variables are introduced. So that means that your plan is not going to be as accurate. Me planning what I'm going to do next day is probably going to be at least 90% accurate than if what I'm going to plan for next week. You can imagine that for your trading strategy as well. So the quicker we're in a trade and we're out of a trade, whether it be a win or a loss, it helps us at least kind of settle down, reposition, and rethink about our strategy and where our next entry points are. But of course, if you're an investor, that's going to be different, right? But still, with that being said, though, I'd rather be in a trade in a month's time if I'm an investor that works out in my favor, or being in a trade that's 3 months in and it still hasn't done what I thought it was going to, because in that sense you're tying up your money. But with all that being said and done, of course, it really depends on you, your risk tolerance, what you're trying to aim for. Now, I've kind of briefly gone through the summary of the trading strategies and everything like that. I do encourage you guys to read what's written by our gift team there. But kind of why do people trade? I think I'm going to let Simmer take that away here.
So why do people trade? People like to trade for the passion, excitement, for the lifestyle, for financial freedom. The reasons why people trade are far. There's a lot of them. People just want to supplement their income, or they want the financial freedom, or they actually do like to pursue it as a career. And with us, we do want to pursue it, and we do want to help a lot of people on the side as well. And that's one of our main things with trading. We have liked it for years and years. We've never really stopped trading. So that's one of the reasons why we trade. There's always successes and failures associated with trading. And with failures come learning lessons and how to improve and how to grow in order to be successful with trading. It's cost benefit. There's a lot of topics and aspects associated with why people trade. First, we'll go into successes and failures, though. There are great success stories like our mentors, Wicks Don't Lie, and Uncle Ted. They show us on a daily basis how they trade, what they trade, the profits they make, and they do this for free every day, talking about their trades, giving everybody on their streams information, knowledge, and education, all for free on how to trade. So there are some success stories, but there are also failures as well. Failure is the biggest one I can think of is the Robinhood trader earlier this year who was trying to trade oil when it was crashing. That was a sad story. We did have a blog post on that as well, if you want to delve into that. But with failures and successes, they go hand in hand. I think Michael Jordan said it best. He said he failed time and time again. That's why he succeeds, because he's always improved and strived from his failures in order to succeed. There is a cost benefit associated with it as well, and we do talk about that. There's a big learning curve, so it's going to take time. It won't happen overnight. Like, there won't be a successful trader overnight. We know maybe one or two people that have been a successful trader overnight. We worked with one, and that's an outlier, but 90% of the time, and it requires a learning curve. You're going to incur some losses early on, and you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn about how you want to trade, your strategies for trading, and really develop your own strategy. And then the benefit comes with that. The benefit could be to supplement your current income for financial freedom, or really to have more free time on your hand, have that work-life balance a lot of individuals like to have. As for success stories, there are traders and investors that are pretty successful. As we know, the guru of investing, Warren Buffett, is very successful. There's George Soros, Bill Ackman, Ray Dalio. There's a lot of successful investors. They worked hard. They learned from their mistakes. In Ray Dalio's principles, he talked about how he almost went bankrupt, learned from that mistake, and now he has a multi-billion-dollar fund as well. So with that, you hear a lot of these success stories. There's a lot on Google. There's a lot on different or in different books. If you do research them, a lot of biographies on these investors and traders. So they do say they love it. They have a passion for it. There's an excitement for it as well. There's a lifestyle they like to achieve. Roger Banks loves the financial freedom he has. He trades basically 2.5 hours a day, waits 2 hours, trades 5 minutes, and he's done for the day. The rest of the day he enjoys with his family or working on his business. So that's something that a lot of people strive to do with trading, and why people like to trade as well. So with trading basics, we have broken it down into three topics. Risk rewards of trading, where trading can be pretty lucrative. There's different stories, different risks associated with it, the rewards, the failures, successes. And then we delve into the topic of weighing the options. And with that, anytime a blog post comes up or anytime topic is brought up in our live chat or to us personally, we will write into that. We talk about the technical analysis and fundamental analysis, quick introduction to those. Obviously, they are pretty in depth. We try to summarize them as best as we could. And we do update that pretty regularly as well. We try to keep our website, keep our blog up to date, any topic that's brought up. If we use an indicator, if we want to talk about an indicator, that'll be brought up, or even fundamental analysis, including news events or earnings or how they affect stock prices or even the FX market or gold. We'll talk about that. And then how to trade. This how to trade topic is the most basic introduction to how to trade. It's the order types that we use, the most basic ones as well. There are more advanced ones and intermediate ones. And then understanding our trading terminology that we use on streams, different brokerages, and essentially the basics into becoming a trader. And like I said, anytime a topic is brought up to us, we'll write a blog post on it. And we do have our main blog for trading basics here, and then we do have it summarized into each of these subtopics with their own pages as well. So we'd like to thank you from the gift team for tuning in, and
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
take care.